Hello everyone and welcome to another YouTube video. I am Hype the Commentator and thank you all for joining me again as we continue this journey to daily posting at 6 p.m. Eastern. Today we are continuing the road to WrestleMania with two stars who are currently active. In fact, this match is only five years old. It's from WrestleMania 35 in MetLife Stadium. It was the phenomenal one. AJ Styles taking on the Viper, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton. And what a grudge match this was. These two had a lot to say about each other. In the end, actions always speak louder than words. And when it comes to professional wrestling, feuds get settled inside the ring. So, with that being said, let's get right into it. All right, here we go. The bell is rung. This match is underway. The Viper, Randy Orton, the Apex Predator, and the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, here on the grandest stage of them all, MetLife Stadium, WrestleMania 35. These two very different career paths. And Randy Orton had a lot to say about that. In fact, saying you can go back to the bingo halls and making fun of AJ Styles' path, going through the indies, showing up in Japan as part of New Japan Pro Wrestling. When Randy Orton's been a part of WWE his whole life, and AJ Styles feels that Randy Orton's been fed by a silver spoon. AJ Styles, saying he had to scratch and claw to get to where he is, to reach the top of the mountain in WWE. And the stakes are high. It's not it's not every day you get to compete in front of 80,000 plus fans. And this crowd is very split between Orton and Styles. Oh, but Orton with a cheap shot, thumb to the eye to the phenomenal one, and a beautiful drop kick. If there's anything you can't take away from Randy Orton is his athletic ability. The height that he got on that drop kick was absolutely incredible. And now Randy Orton playing dirty, going for the stomp on the hand and the ankle. Going after that ankle is smart because that, having to jump up is a big part of AJ Styles going for that phenomenal forearm. And even you having weight on it when going for the Styles Clash. But AJ Styles comes back with a drop kick of his own this time. And Randy Orton rolls to the outside of the ring. Randy Orton finding out that he can't be too comfortable right now. AJ Styles going to jump up and over the top. What a forearm to Orton on the outside onto the floor. Styles feeling a little bit of that too from that landing. And now Styles with that early advantage over the Viper. Orton holding onto the back of his head. And Styles rolling Orton back in the ring. Watching these two going back and forth so far has been very interesting because Randy Orton with a kick to Styles, stopping him right in his tracks. Just when you think Randy Orton's out, he finds his way right back in. Oh my God. Ooh. Orton knocking Styles off the ring apron face first into the barricade. Absolutely devastating. Shoulder and face first. That's how you tear your shoulder. That's how you break a bone. Oh, now dropping Styles on his shoulder on the ring barricade. This is where Randy Orton becomes so vindictive, so maniacal. And he loves to take his time, slithering like a snake, going for that cover. Only enough for a 1 count, though. Orton's got the hair. And that chinlock now has that chin lock. And Styles trying to make sure he doesn't pass out, trying to find his way back up as he makes his way back up to one knee. And Orton puts Styles right back down. And despite AJ Styles saying that Orton had an easy upbringing in WWE, it wasn't always easy for Randy Orton finding his footing. Orton had to, learn from his mistakes. He was, wasn't the most mature when he first started. And now, as you get older, you'll mature more. But at the same time, let's not take anything away from the hard work that it took for AJ Styles to find his way here on the grandest stage of them all. In fact, he was in WCW towards the end. Had a couple WWE appearances in the early 2000s. And AJ Styles with a sliding forearm to the Apex Predator. And so far, it seems AJ Styles is on his way to defanging the Viper. Crashing right into Orton in the corner. AJ Styles has Orton up on his shoulders. And an Ushigoroshi, that knee right to the back of the head. 1, 2. That fireman's carry right into the back of the knee. Head back in the knee. Absolutely devastating. AJ Styles has had control for most of this match so far. Whatever Randy Orton's trying to dish out, AJ Styles has been countering. AJ Styles looking to close this one right here, right now with a Styles clash. But Orton scouts it and he blocks it. Styles tries again. Orton blocking for the second time. Orton breaks out of it thinking an RKO. And it can happen just like that. But a scoop power slam. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. And Styles kicks out at 2.5. Just like that. It could happen out of nowhere. Orton almost hit that RKO out of nowhere after reversing the Styles clash. There's a reason it got that name out of nowhere. It's a reason it went viral all those years ago. There's a reason Randy Orton can strike out of nowhere. He just knows it. He knows the right timing. He'll catch you off guard. When you think you've got Orton beat, well, sometimes you've got another thing coming. Oh, AJ Styles. Look at that. Oh, looking for a submission. Looking for that calf crusher, but Orton rolled through a bit more and then with a big boot to the face of Styles, knocking him right back down into the mat. Orton now finding himself in some offense here. Oh, and this is vintage Orton. If he's thinking what I'm thinking, this is vintage Randy Orton. How many times have we seen this lead up to an RKO, but AJ Styles this time gets the calf crusher. Look at the reversal from the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. And Orton is writhing in pain. Nowhere to go. He's in no man's land now. AJ Styles pulling on those toes for more of a grip. Styles trying, but Orton close to that bottom rope, it seems. AJ Styles putting all of his muscle into it, but Orton ultimately makes it to the bottom rope, forcing a rope break. Orton's definitely going to have some damage to his knee, especially for the amount of time he was in there. That's how you break your opponent down. You go after that one part, and that knee is very crucial. No matter what your moveset is, no matter who you are, walking is very important. Being able to lift your opponent up is extremely important. And if your knee buckles, if your knee is too weak, it's going to buckle and you're going to give out. Your leg's going to give out. And look at the left leg of Orton as he tries to pull himself up, holding on to that knee. But Orton sends Styles, who was bolting at him. Styles looking for that. Oh, caught Orton. Orton thought he was going to try and reverse it for an RKO. AJ Styles scouted it. And 450 splash, picture perfect. Goes to the cover. 1, 2, that's got to be it. Oh, and Orton gets the shoulder up at 2. AJ Styles' eyes are wide open. He thought that was 3, but it was only enough to keep Randy Orton down for 2. Let's take a look at this. 450 splash. Beautiful. And you saw that AJ Styles was going that for that phenomenal form, but he learned from his mistakes from last Friday. He learned that last time Randy Orton reversed it. Oh, this time Orton gets out of the way. Oh, and that backbreaker to Styles. Thirteen-time world champion Randy Orton is in control. But there's been some damage already done. The Apex Predator has some damage done to him. But so does the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. And Orton gonna meet Styles up at the top. Perhaps thinking about paying homage to his father. Except these two going back and forth. Thinking about going for that huge superplex made famous by the ace, Cowboy Bob Orton. And here we go. This time, Randy Orton's going to go for it. Oh, boy. High risk, high reward. When you're on the greatest stage of them all, you got to pull out all the stops. Oh, my God. Look at the height on that superplex as they crash and burn. I don't know who got the worst of that one, but both men are writhing in pain. Can Randy Orton capitalize on it? Orton gets the shoulder over. 1. Styles kicked out at 1. AJ Styles kicked out of that superplex at 1. Let's take a look at this superplex again. Beautiful superplex. Picture perfect. That's definitely a superplex that his father, the Cowboy, the Ace, can be proud of. Although, unfortunately, Styles kicked out at 1. Well, at least unfortunate for Orton. Oh, wow. What an uppercut. Stunning Styles, sending him to the outside of the ring on the ring apron. Oh, earlier we were saying vintage Orton. This time it seems he's prepared to hit it on the phenomenal one. Perhaps that DDT is coming right up. Boom! Snapped. Styles face first right into the canvas. Styles is out. I don't even think he knows where he is. And Orton's in control. And we know what comes next. But you don't want to waste too much time. You heard Randy Orton. He says he's going to RKO him. Orton calling his shot as he's coiled up, ready to strike. Oh, but Styles blocked it. And an enziguri by Styles. And Styles roll through. Oh my. A roll-up cover. And an RKO out of nowhere. That's it. 1, 2. Oh my. But AJ Styles kicks out at 2.5. I can't believe it. We got to watch this again. Let's take a look at this. Enziguri from Styles. First that enziguri from Styles. And then the Viper striked out of nowhere. 1, 2, and Styles was able to kick out. I don't know how. Some way. The phenomenal one digging down deep. He tried to pull himself up and then just collapsed right back down. Randy Orton has that look in his eyes. The first RKO may not have worked. But you can see there's pain. Orton pushing through the pain. Oh boy. Styles, buying himself some time by being out on the apron, but maybe not the smartest thing because Orton's thinking something diabolical. Whatever it is, it's going to be brutal. I don't know, whatever Orton's thinking. I don't know. Oh my. He can't. No. He's not going. No. This is it. If he hits this, it's all over. A super RKO? He's going to end AJ Styles' career with this. If you do it, it's over. But Styles breaks out of it. Styles breaks out of it with a Pele kick to Orton. Desperation move, and Orton rolls to the outside of the ring. Orton was looking at for that super duper RKO off the top rope, which would not have only won the match, but perhaps may have ended AJ Styles' career. That'll shorten your lifespan at least by a decade. Styles is in the ring, back up to his feet, but he's limping. You can see the wear and tear this match has put on both of these men. Styles measuring up, perhaps thinking a phenomenal form on the outside of the ring to Randy Orton. The Viper is going to get caught with a phenomenal forearm on the outside of the ring. But Styles took some damage off that fall too. Let's take a look at this again. You know, it's a high risk, high reward. You go for something like that. You got to understand there's a risk of what your body's going to go through once you crash and burn on that ground. The official beginning the count, Mike Chioda. Styles trying to pick up Orton. Doesn't want this match to end via countout. And Orton is staggering up as Styles is positioning for another phenomenal form, but this time in the ring to close things out. But Styles breaks out of it. Orton was thinking RKO. And a phenomenal forearm connects. And 1, 2, 3. And AJ Styles has done it. The phenomenal one picks up the victory on the grandest stage of them all. I can't believe it. These two men put each other through the absolute most, through everything they could have hit each other with. Orton was thinking a huge super duper RKO, but Styles able to block it. Let's look at this. That last phenomenal form AJ Styles was trying to go for. Jumps up. Orton tries to hold on for an RKO. Styles breaks it down. Then Styles was able to hit that second phenomenal forearm, but this time it was in the ring, and it was enough to secure the victory here in MetLife Stadium at WrestleMania 35. What a match we just saw. All right, everyone, and that was Randy Orton versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania 35. What a match it was. And once again, I want to thank you all for being with me here on this journey. And don't forget, follow me on Instagram at Hype the Commentator, Twitter at Hype Commentator, or X rather. Follow me on TikTok at Hype the Commentato 7. It's instead of an R, it's a 7. I don't know why that happened. TikTok was really weird when I tried making my account. Not sure what's going on there. But follow all the good stuff. And going forward, now it's official. I've already had some videos uploaded. I'm making it official. Daily videos posted at 6 p.m. Eastern for premieres. I hope you guys can join me for all those premieres. Thank you all, and I will see you all in the next one.